Hello and welcome to today's workout with me, Natalia. Love yourself. What we're doing today is our upper body because yesterday I posted one for the lower body. So today my glutes, my legs, everything is aching, but it's not like it's affecting, well, when I need to squat, I can definitely feel it more, but it's not affecting my daily life so much. So I definitely feel the benefits of the workout from yesterday, but I can still manage and do my normal daily routine, which is good. Because sometimes when you overdo it, you honestly cannot even walk without looking a bit strange. So what we're doing today is a 25 minutes, as many reps as we possibly can, with minimal rest between exercises and between reps. So we're gonna try and complete as many as we can within 25 minutes, and we're only going to have 6 exercises. So we're doing our upper body, so including our abs, so we're gonna target those today. So get ready, let's go through each one, let's go through variations to make it more challenging, to make it easier, so anyone can join me and do it with me. So the first exercise is, I call it robot. What you will need for today's workout, by the way, is a pair of dumbbells, and also ideally a resistance band, but you can easily get away with just 2 weights. You can use whatever you've got handy in your house, and instead of the band, if you don't have it, if you've got you can use the weights as well, or if the exercise with the band is going to be too challenging, you will be able to do just the body weight. So for the first exercise, grab your dumbbells. I am using 5 kilos because I'm just getting back, and that's the first workout since I'm back to training where I'm actually using weight for my upper body as much. So it is going to be challenging. That's the reason I don't have a heavier weight, and it might be even way too challenging with the tricep extension, but we will see. So the first one is robot. What we're doing here is standing nice and tall, and you're bending your arms to 90-degree angle. So bending your arms to 90. From here, you're raising your elbows so your arms become parallel to the floor, and then you're rotating your dumbbells upwards. So now you've got that 90-degree angle in each elbow, and you look kind of like a robot. And from here, you're doing a press up. Then you're reversing the movement, so you go into 90 here, then you're lowering your hands, then you're lowering your elbows, and you're straightening your arms. So going up, just like so, and then going down is being considered as a 1 rep. So let me just show you from the side. Standing nice and tall, your abs are engaged. Let me turn the sound off on my phone, as I have forgotten to do it, and I don't want any distraction. Okay, so standing nice and tall, abdominal brace. Here, roll your shoulders back and down. My posture is quite bad, and when you are sitting down, as I was doing all my life, you kind of get into that not very attractive posture, but when you're exercising, try to keep your posture right, and that will gradually move into your daily life. So always when you think, oh, what is my posture like? Think about driving your shoulders up, then back and down. That way you're straightening your back. So drive your shoulders back and down. Bend your elbows to 90. Then raise your elbows, rotate, and move up. And then reverse the movement to go down. So this is 1 rep. We're doing 10 of those. And to make it easier, because it is quite a challenging exercise, so when you are starting, I would just advise doing press ups. So avoid that rotation here. I would just advise going 2 here, and then up, and then all the way down. Because it is quite, for the beginner, it will be challenging, because once again with this exercise, you are keeping your muscle under tension already by doing this, and then you need to rotate, which is a good work for your shoulders. But if you are a complete beginner, it will be challenging for you. So just do press-ups. If you can stay nice and high and bring them down to your shoulder level and then bring them back up, that's great. If it's too challenging, give yourself a rest. So do press up and then bring it all the way down and then go up again. Also, go with a lighter weight. Once again, you can always go with a lighter weight. Another thing to make it easier, you could also sit down, which is because when you're standing up, you have to keep your body nice and straight and stable, and to avoid swinging, which is engaging your core, engaging your back more, your legs, everything has to be engaged. When you are sitting down, you're basically getting rid of the need for your body to keep you nice and straight, because all the weight is now is on your butt, so not on your legs, and legs are not being involved, they're just resting there. And to stay straight and upright is easy in this position, so that's gonna give you another way of making it easier for yourself. To make it harder, you can stand on, let's say, something like a bocce ball, which is gonna give you that challenge in regards to keeping that balance once again, but it is gonna be way more challenging, and it will work your core even more as well as shoulders. So if you want a bit of a challenge, add that. And the slower you do the exercise, the more challenging it gets. So when you kind of swing through it, you get a bit into the momentum and it is easier. But when you slow down and every single movement is under that tension, so your muscle is being worked really good, and that becomes really challenging. So to make it harder, grab a heavier weight or just slow down. Slowing down is always a way of increasing that resistance a bit. So that was the first one. The second exercise is going to be our tricep extension. So ladies, we all want this nice hand, you know, when you raise your hand and you've got this nice shape here, or not like a wobbly part, so we all want to target that bit. This is our tricep at the back of our arm here. So lots and lots of exercise involve tricep, but because it is quite a small muscle, it gets tired quite fast. So we need to target it with few exercises, and ideally spread them, because if you tire it with one and you just straight away an exercise for your which involves your tricep again, you won't be able to do it as good as you would do it if you just leave it. You can add a little bit of tricep with, I don't know, with when you do your lower body or some other exercise, but try to spread it. So what I'm doing here, it is going to be a bent over tricep extension. So what I want you to do is place your feet about hip width apart and then lower yourself down. Keep your knees bent. Never lock your knees. Don't put that unnecessary pressure onto your knees, onto your joint. We don't want that. So go nice and low and hold your weights down below. So from here, you would bring your weights up and you would extend your arms fully, but don't lock your elbow, and then bring them back and lower the weights down. I'm going to show you from the front as well. When you're doing the extension and then bringing your weight down, when you lower the dumbbells down, move your arms slightly to the side. That will give another a period of work to your tricep extension, because if you just lower it down, it's quite easily done because all the weight is centered, so it's just literally moving down by itself. But when you're moving it to the side, you still need to hold it and direct it to where it has to go, which is another part of this exercise where you're actually working out. So instead of just working on the tricep extension, you're working on this way when you're going down. So slightly to the sides. It is quite a challenging exercise. I don't know, maybe it is me, maybe my triceps are way too weak, I don't know, but I find it quite challenging just even to do tricep extension. But you might have a very strong triceps, then you will easily do it. So to make it harder, slow down or increase the weight, but slowing down is the key here. And also going really nice and low and parallel to the ground is going to make it more challenging. If you want to make it easier, you can go a bit more upright. That way you won't have that weight on your tricep because of the positioning. The position with each exercise plays vital role, because you might think that it works the same muscle when you do it like this or like that, but no, because of the distribution of the weight and the position your body is in, it's all about the leverage and lots of things, but different muscles are going to be worked out. So here, to make it easier, you can go a bit more upright. Obviously, grab an easier, lighter weight. You can also do it with a band to start with. Bands cost really, I mean, you can get them for like, I don't know, at £10 you can get a set of Amazon or eBay. So you don't need a huge amount of space to store them, but you can use them in a lot of cases where you would not really buy a pair of dumbbells if you don't train that often, or if you just start training. But bands can be a solution here as well. So you would attach it to something and you would just pull it backwards once again. Another way to make it easier, by sitting down again. So you will not need to tense your abs, to tense your legs to keep you in that position. You would just sit down and then you would lower yourself and then you would still do the extension here. So that was exercise number 2. Took me ages to do this one. Okay, again my talking. So bicep curl to a front raise is the next one. So what we're doing here is, first we do a bicep curl. So rotate your palms so that you can actually see your fingers, so upwards like this. And then from here, try and keep your elbows nice and close to your body. So not to the front, not to the back, not to the sides. Nice and straight and by your sides. So glue them to yourself if you want to. And then from here, you would do a bicep curl. And then when you lower it down, rotate your hands. So now your knuckles are facing up. And then you would do a front raise. Just like so. Then when you return to the standing position, you do another bicep curl, followed by a front raise. What I want you to do here, make sure that your knees are always slightly bent. Do not lock your knees. Take care of your joints and yourself. So standing nice and tall, but don't be so rigid. Be a little bit bouncy. So your knees are nice and slightly bent. Controlled movement. So then you go to a bicep curl and then you lower your weight and then you do a front extension. You don't need to go really high up. I would say a shoulder height, that is enough. To make it easier, obviously you're probably not gonna go as high because it is going to be challenging for you. You would just go like a midway to start with. And with the bicep curl as well, you might not go all the way up. It may be like a half rep. We're all starting somewhere, and this is completely fine. So don't ever be intimidated by the movements you see in my workout. I am starting now after a long period of not exercising, and I do not consider myself being a pro and like I can't do certain exercises and I don't want to do certain exercises for various reasons, but don't be intimidated. You can do it. I'm sure you can do it, and we all have our weaknesses and strengths. So if you can't do something, just leave me a comment and I'll suggest another. If you've got some aches, let's say, I don't know, lower back pain or something like that, just put a comment and I will suggest an alternative considering your circumstances. But there is always a way of exercising safely. Okay, so that was our bicep curl. So to make it harder, slow down the movement, increase the weight. Stand on a bossa ball or another uneven platform to make it more challenging. To make it easier, you can sit down once again. So by sitting down, you're giving your lower body and your abs a rest. You can do a bicep curl, and then from here you would do a front raise. Once again, you would go like a half rep, not the full rep. It's all about your level of fitness. Okay, that was exercise number 3, and then we're moving to rows. But what we're doing here, I want you to go onto your 4. So make sure that your wrists underneath your shoulders and your hands about shoulder width apart. Your knees are underneath your hips. From here, you would place your dumbbells and place your hands onto them. It is good to have this 1, 2, 3, well, what is it called? The dumbbells which have this shape, is it sectagon? Because they do not roll. If you've got like a round ones, they might roll. That will increase. That will, talking about that, that will be that might be considered as a level up, because when they roll, you have to tense your entire body even more to be able to stay in this position. So what we're doing here is we're lifting our knees off the floor, and we're making sure that we're not leaning towards one side or another. So we're trying to stand nice and low. Knees are just above your floor. And from here, we're gonna do a row with one hand. So you do this, then you do a row, place the dumbbell back, do a row on the other side. Try not to rotate too much, because naturally when you lose this point of contact with the floor, so you're on your 4 and now you're on your 3, so you're moving your body towards one side to be able to balance, but try to keep it nice and steady and straight without too much of swinging. And that way you will work pretty much all the muscles. Your abs going to be engaged, your legs going to be engaged to be able to support you, and I'm not even talking about your arms. So that was exercise number 4. To make it harder, slow down the movement. Grab around dumbbell, which is going to challenge your balance more. To make it easier, just stand on your 4. Don't lift your knees, just stay like this, and then you can do your rows from here. But try to go a bit lower. When you're doing a row, try and keep your elbow close to your body and bring it nice and back. So not to the side so much, so not like this, but nice and upright. So your elbow is trying to go to the ceiling while your arm is staying close to your body. Okay, so the next exercise is going to be a lat pull down. So for this exercise, I'm going to be using a band. What you would need to do, I just literally put it like that. You can attach it to anything, but make sure that nothing is going to fall on you. Here, sit nice and tall and place both of your feet on the ground. So you're nice, stable. I use the word nice a lot. I need to think of some other words to not sound so boring. Okay, so your feet nicely on the ground and you're grabbing your resistance band and you're pulling it down. You can lean backwards a little bit, or you can just stay upright. You're pulling it down and you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades. So that way you're working out your lats and you are engaging the right muscle. You can pull it down just with your hands, but this is not what we want. We want to engage our back and our lats. So nice and slow on the way down, and then control on the way up, and then again down. So when you're going down, try to bring your elbows as close to each other as possible. To make it easier, you can grab, you can also do it with the weights, or you can do it just with your body weight. So you would just stay like that, raise your arms above your head, and then you would lower them down and try to bring your elbows together. So let me just show you. You would sit and then try to bring your elbows together and stay there for a split second before raising your arms back up, and then again down. You will feel it in your back, definitely, if you are doing it right. So it's not so much your shoulders which are going to be pulling the weight, but your back is going to be assisting with that. So to make it easier, as I said, just do it with the body weight or lighter weight, or this resistance band is quite strong. I could use a lighter one, the one which is more stretchy. To make it more challenging, slow the movement down or get a stronger band. That way it will be more challenging. You can also stand up when doing so. That way you will need to keep your balance, but it's not even going as far as I need it to go for standing up position. I might move a bit closer. Just like so. So, moving on to the next exercise, which is going to be a laying halo. So, grab both of your weights and go onto your back. Here, what I want you to do is just lay down completely onto your mat and grab your weights. Lift your legs off the floor and keep them like that during the whole exercise. So tense your abs, engage your abs, and try to close the gap between the floor and your lower back to make sure that you do not put unnecessary pressure onto your spine. So lift your legs off the floor and place your dumbbells above you, but don't go too far to the back, just where your forehead is. So do that, and then from here you draw a nice halo. So your fingers are always pointing to the ceiling. So here when it's above you, and then when you're drawing that nice round shape, they still stay in the same position. We can make it easier by placing your feet both on the ground, but once again, you can stay like that. Can you see that gap between the floor and my lower back? That is not the right position for your spine. So try and tilt your pelvic, and that way you will close that gap and you will need to engage your abs. So you're stabilizing your spine, you are engaging your abs, which is going to give you better results and less injuries. So you can keep your legs on the ground to make it easier, and then Draw that nice shape. And then go back. That's one. That's two. To make it harder, you could do something with your legs like a scissors, or you can just slow down because it is pretty challenging exercise and you don't really need to make it a lot harder. You can obviously grab a heavier weight, but I would just advise to master it to make sure that your posture and your positioning is correct, because when you get tired you start to lose that connection with the floor, and because you have to keep your abs engaged all the time to do that. So going through whole 10 reps, it is going to be quite challenging. So unless you can carry on with the ideal and proper form during all 10 reps, I would not really suggest making it harder because it is hard as it is. So these are all of our exercises, 25 minutes and back to back with minimal rest, and hopefully we will do, I would say 3 rounds we should be able to do, probably more, so let's try and see what we can do. But before that, let's warm up to make sure that we're ready for this workout. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Okay guys, so I hope that you are warmed up, ready to do it with me. 25 minutes only. I'm going to set the timer and I am allowing us 10 seconds before we actually start. Going through our 6 exercises back to back with minimal rest, with a proper form, and trying to give it our best. So let's start it now. And so the first exercise is going to be our rowboat. So the timer is on. Grab your weights. Okay, and let's go. So we are going for 10 reps. And nice above your head, and I'm again using this nice word. That was 1 rep. Perfect. Breathe throughout the exercise. That's 2. Don't hold your breath. Always breathe. That's going to help you actually to do it better. Good job. That was 4. And that's 5. I'm sure you already feel it in your shoulders. That was 6. And it becomes more and more challenging. Okay, perfect. We have 3 more reps to go. And we have 2 more reps to go. That's my neighbor. And here we done. Shoulders are definitely working out. So we're now doing a bent over tricep extension. So remember, knees slightly bent, go nice and deep. Bring your weight up. Do extension. Bring it down. We're halfway. 5 kilos, definitely challenging me on that one. And we're going for the last rep. Wow. Okay, now we our bicep curl to a front raise. And rotate your hands and let's go. Good job. We are now halfway through and we have 5 more reps. Three more reps. And our last one. Okay, so now we are doing our rows. So go out onto the floor. Okay. Lift your knees off the floor or stay there. If you're doing modification, stay nice and stable. 2, 3, 4, doing 16, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 'Oh my god, that was really good. So now going to our pull down and go. I am going to stand up to give myself, yes, just a bit more of that range of movement so I can actually squeeze and bring my shoulder blades and elbows together. Halfway. We're doing 10 reps. Stay in that lower position for a couple of seconds. And let's do our last one. Good job. Now we're going into our halo. Okay, lay down on the floor, grab your weights and bring them above your forehead. Lift your legs, close that gap between the floor and your lower back, and let's go. Two more reps. Guys, I couldn't even talk through this one because to keep your arms so engaged and to close that gap is very hard for me. Okay, we're moving on to our second round, and we're going to our rowboat. So let's do it. Bend your elbows, rotate, bring it up. You're doing great, guys. And bend, raise, rotate, up, and reverse. We're halfway through it. Good job. Becomes harder and harder. We have 2 more reps. I know that your shoulders are giving up, but stay strong. You can do it. I'm sure you can. Okay, moving on to our bent over tricep extension. So, go nice and parallel. Do not lock your knees. And from here, bring your weight up, do extension. We have 3 more. Come on, we can do it. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh my God, shake it off. Feels good, feels good. So grab your weights. We're going into a bicep curl to a front raise. So let's do it this way. So a bicep curl, a raise, bicep curl, raise. Do not lock your elbows, keep them slightly bent. Okay, halfway. Last rep. Oh my God, that feels awesome. That feels super, super challenging. Okay, going on to our 4, and we're gonna do our rows. So, catch your breath. Okay, and let's go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, And we're going to a lat pull down. Okay, I'm staying up so I can really bring my elbows together and go. That's 1, 2, 3, 1/2 through. And our last rep, guys. Perfect. Going on to our mat. Now we're gonna do the lying halo. So, grab your weights. Bring your legs up. Close that gap. And go. That was 6. 2 more. Oh my God. Good job, guys. Now stand up and moving on to round 3. Okay, we have 9 minutes, 52 seconds. So we should be able to do it. Okay, come on. We're going to rest when we are done, when we've finished with our workout. So, and I can say that we're halfway through the rowboat. And that was 6. We only have 4 more reps. I know you get tired. I know your shoulders are begging to stop. But please, please don't. Okay, and I lost the count. Will I ever get on top of that? Don't know, but I don't think it's about 1 extra rep or even 1 rep which you missed. It is about the consistency. Okay, going to our tricep extension. Oh my God, I hope I will survive this one. Go nice and low. Straight back and go. That's 1. Halfway, guys. 6. Last one. Oh, I need to drop it for a sec. Guys, I love it. I just love it. Okay, moving on to bicep curl, to the front raise. Oh my God. So, elbows close to your body. and do bicep curl. Every rep becomes a mini challenge. That is 6. Only 4. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Oh my God. Good job. And we're going to our rows. 16 of them. Shake it off. Go on to your 4. Lift your knees off the floor and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, oh my God, 16. Okay, going to lat pull down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 8. 2 more reps. Come on. We can do it. We are strong. We don't even know how strong we are, honestly. Don't let your brain to give up. Okay. Go onto your back. Grab your weight. Okay. Grab your weight. Lift it up. Legs off the floor. Close that gap. Wow. Okay, so we still have time, so we're just gonna start without any rest. We have 3 more minutes. One more rep, and that will bring us to the middle. Okay, and that is already behind us, and we've done 6 reps. And now we've done 7 reps. Eight. This is the last one, guys. done to all of you. Okay, we're doing, oh my God, we're doing our tricep extension again. Whew. Okay guys, so bend and bring your weight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. And that's 10. Okay, moving on. Just need to shake it off for 1 second. Here we're moving on to bicep curl. And let's go. So, doing a curl to front raise. Oh my God. You can do it. I know you can. Just push through it. We only have 40 seconds. And after 40 seconds, we can rest and be proud of ourselves. Can't talk. Oh my God. Okay, Rose, we have a few seconds. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, wow. So we've done 3 rounds and 3 first exercises out of 6 in the first round, in the 4th round, sorry. So we stopped on rows and we've done 4 of them out of 16. So that is a great result. I bet now your arms are burning. Mine are definitely burning. So to help yourself with recovery, to make sure that you can carry on and you can come back and do some exercising tomorrow, do yourself a favor and do some stretching and cool down. So lay your muscle to get back to its normal length after stretching it and tensioning it. Can I say like this? Under tensing it for such a long time. So let it get back to where it was prior to making this workout. And tomorrow you will feel a lot better and you will have less soreness and more desire based on that to do another workout, because when you're all aching you definitely don't want to do anything more. So guys, now please stretch and cool down, and the main thing is remember to always love yourself and love your life. And I am going to prepare another workout for all of you and for myself. I am doing it for anyone who wants to exercise. I'm posting my workouts. I try to do it daily, so anyone can follow along and just or pick any workouts they prefer and do it and have a variety and not just sticking, I don't know, to the same program for 6 weeks. So do it with me, or do anything. Just stay active and love yourself and love your life, and I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. And I will miss you, and please leave me any suggestions. I will be happy to do something for you to be able to help some of you who needs it. So love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.